Greetings, warlords. Welcome to Saga Thursday, the show all about the skirmish miniatures game from Studio Tomahawk. I'm your host, Rodge, joined once again by Monty. How's it going, buddy?
Excellent, Rodge. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm pretty good here. This is the day after, 2 days after New Year's, whatever.
Yep.
And I'm still recovering here. You can't see me, but I don't know. I feel like I look like a vampire here. You look, I'm so pale and you're so rosy, and I just want to suck your blood.
Oh my gosh. It might be the difference of I made it to about 11:30 and then passed out. You seem to have gone the full round.
I cracked the threshold, but it was the first one post 40, the 40-year-old New Year's. So not quite the same as the earlier ones. All right, so we got some stuff we're going to chat about today. We're going to chat a little Fimbulwinter. We're going to talk a little bit more about the new rules. And so we played some games since last time, and we'll talk a little bit about that. I've got some Patreon updates I want to share with everybody for 2023. And then, of course, the paint contest, Monty. So we got a full show ahead of us. Let's just jump right in here. I'm feeling my energy levels dropping already. We're going to have to fire through here. All right, Fimbulwinter, we're coming up on Fimbulwinter here, buddy. So we're going to record one more episode in February, and then that's it. That's the big show.
It's it.
So we're up to 23 paid. Another 5 or 6 saying they're coming. There's one pint glass left.
Okay.
We got to do the Battle of Heroes card removal.
I got my card out.
Got your card. Okay, we're going to kick out A Good Day to Die.
Okay.
We're not going to be using that one because it says no special rules apply. And
okay.
What fun would it be without special rules, Monty?
Rules. Yep.
Nobody likes playing Saga without special rules. So we got the pint glasses getting made up. The scenarios were tweaked a little bit. Monty, did you see those tweaks? Did you go through?
I did, and I can't name them off the top of my head. Oh, I saw some edits. I remember seeing something where there were a few words explaining it, and you condensed it down to like a single sentence. So well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a few tweaks here or there. So if you've been playing those scenarios, go back and download that packet again. It's up on the Discord server. I think they're pretty much set. Looking forward to that. Monty, I got some additional exciting news.
Ooh.
So I believe this is an open secret, but Age of Chivalry is the next Saga book. I don't know I don't think I've said that on here, but people have been aware of this for some time, but it is official. Age of Chivalry is coming, and I believe that is what it's going to be called. It's 100 Years War era. I don't know too much about that. War of Roses stuff as well, maybe. It's going to be a big book, and at Fimbulwinter, I was chatting with Alex. We're going to have a couple of the new boards. I got to pick up some models, and we'll be playing some Age of Chivalry late night at Fimbulwinter. How does that sound, buddy?
That is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, so
nice.
I'll probably have a table or two set up with those goodies. I haven't seen anything yet about it, so I can't speak to what's coming or anything like that. Hold off on your emails, people. I don't know anything, but if you want to learn, if you want the scoop, get to Fimbulwinter, my friends. And looking forward to that. So let's move along. Main topic here, just talking about the rules updates. So these are ongoing, kind of, because we still don't have the fact document. Is that right, Monty?
Do not have the fact document, but I have heard from Germany that the question was asked and they were told the fact is going to drop. Gosh, should I say it? Because it might. Okay, the rumor is it will drop this week.
Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, so that's cool. Holidays, people are busy. People do have the rule books already. Yep. So
I got mine.
If you're one of those just holding out for those paper facts, stay tuned. So, Monty, we didn't talk about all the rules last time. There was one.
We saved a little bit.
One rule that garnered some attention. What was that rule, Monty?
It was the bonus dice rule.
Yeah. So this is step 2 of the bonus dice. So this is dice that you get. This isn't your normal Saga ability, on step 3. This is typically, it would be activate a unit to charge. It gets 2 bonus dice during this activation. Or you played an orders ability that says all your charges from this unit get 3 bonus dice, so it's, at that initial step. So this was fact previously to not be more than just double the dice. So that part's the same. It's going in the rule book. The difference now is it also can't exceed the number of models. So if you have, and it specifically says you ignore presence, which is kind of the kicker there. Mm-hmm. So if you have 2 Hearthguard, you can never get more than 2 bonus dice. And so there are some abilities that do, I think the highest I've seen is 4. There's several boards with 4. So for me, the only army that I play where that would affect me is the Pagan Peoples board. They have that charge ability where you get 4 attack dice. And so the bigger deal will be the Warlord. He's always just going to be one guy. So I don't know. I didn't bring this up before. I wasn't really excited about this. It's fine. My issue is that people are probably going to forget it more than anything because it comes up so infrequently. It's when you're down to 2 Hearthguard, maybe. I don't know. Half of those bonus attack dice things are just like 2 attack dice. So, if you use it on your Warlord, maybe, then there's a couple with 4, and then there's that one Norman ability.
Yep.
But people are sure complaining a lot. I've never seen anyone actually use that ability. I don't know, Monty, have you?
It's funny you say that. Almost never. And as a matter of fact, I had a game today. I was playing the Normans, and we were doing a quick level set, like making sure we had all the rules. And I said, oh, yeah, and I won't be using that ability that I never use. So.
Yeah, so there's a lot of huffing and puffing and kerfuffle over not much, in my opinion. But Fred did, so the Alex right-hand man, he did get on Facebook, and he did a post. Monty, did you see that?
I think I might have missed that one.
Yeah, so from like a rules and balance perspective, there's no reason this needs to be in there.
Sure.
But, he was posting, it's just from a thematic approach. So the Warlord used to have 5 attacks in first edition.
Yep, that's true.
And then they were increased in power up to 8 attacks.
Yep.
And, they fight like a unit now, in some cases better than a unit. So this is basically a thematic decision to rein the Warlords back in a little bit as far as those few abilities go. But for the most part, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But
no.
I guess for Pagan Peoples, I would use that one from time to time. That's like the one board that would affect me. But usually the Warlord, he's got determination, so you're typically just going to use that to charge rather than activate them with a Saga ability. So Monty, you pointed out one of the other changes to me, and that is the Clash of Warlords mixed up. Yeah. What's different about that?
So each time I look at it, I find there's one additional little twist, and I kind of like this. So I'm going to try to hit them all. I haven't marked up my brand new book. I need to, but then I get out the yellow marker and I'm like, it's brand new. But that's how I work. I tab, I mark it up, so that'll be coming. So the first thing that I saw was that player 1 will not have a cap on their dice, and player 2 will roll 3 dice and place them on their board, which is, I think, the way we did it in version 1, wasn't it?
Frequently in version 1. I don't remember if that was official or all the scenarios just did that, or that's like what we just agreed on for the tournaments and stuff, but that was frequently the way it was done back then. So kind of cool. I mean, there's pros and cons
Agree.
to that. So if if I have all attack abilities and I'm going up against the Huns and they go round one and you're taking the full brunt of the Hunnish assault, you might not like playing it that way. Yeah.
I would say grab all the large terrain pieces and hunker down. Seriously.
Yeah. So, as far as changes goes, those two I know we haven't discussed before. There's actually another one that I'm waiting on to see the fact.
Yeah.
I need to see the fact.
Okay.
Because I think it's potentially a big one, but I want to see the fact before I talk about it.
I don't know what that one is, but real quickly, because they're small, but I also like them, was that your deployment method changed a little bit. Each player deploys their units entirely between S and L away from their board edge. And that means S and L, the S is new. That means they're pushing people up off the back line.
Yeah. I mean,
it's small, but I kind of like that. Mm-hmm. And dude, believe it or not, this is me. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, did I imagine this? So at the very end of the purple box, end of the game, they've made a very small change, but I like it. It says if a player's earned at least 8 massacre points in total and at least 2 massacre points more than their opponent, they win the game. It used to be 3.
Yeah, it used to be
so
3.
you took it down to 2, so it means you'll have less ties. Mm-hmm. So very small board changes, but on the whole, I like it.
Yeah, that's cool. And so I guess we do got to clarify that is just that Clash of Warlords.
It is Clash of Warlords.
So,
yep, that's it. Just one.
This isn't how every game is going to be played. It's possible the Book of Battles gets an update. It has been fact, at least once.
Right.
So I haven't heard anything about that, but it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I know the individual age updates are on the way, so everybody hold tight for that. But all right, so we got some games in. I got 2 games in with these new rules. Monty, you're an animal. I'm sure you're looking at double digits or something.
No, not quite.
So how's it been going for you?
I will say that I love the change, just love it, where when a unit is destroyed, then you take fatigue from all of the figures. Like before you pick them up, that is just that is like the biggest change. And I will say, gosh, how do I frame this up? I also like the Javelin rule, but I'm a levy guy, and I've always been a fan of the Javelin levy. But counterpoint, Rodge, right? Like, because one of my buddies was a little salty about the change. He's like, they did what, and they can do what, and he was a little grumpy about it. But at the same time, to be fair, my buddy was playing Persians with an 8-man Hearthguard unit of combined formation, and with shot after shot, or what with the one Persian ability, left-hand corner with an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
He was putting out 24 shots, and he was grumbling about my Javelin levy shooting. So I was like, seriously, switch this around. But anyways, to the people who don't love Javelin levy, here's the counterpoint, seriously, because I've done this in at least a couple of my last 3 games. Levy Javelin, you see people nowadays running them typically in 9 packs. You tool up a unit, you put a charge into them, and you wipe them out, and that is going to be a fatigue bomb. And it is not that hard to do. I did that with my Normans today. I did that with some Javelin calves in Age of Hannibal. So the Levy Javelin, yes, they got a little tweak. They have a nice little buff. But just get out there after they've taken their, cheeky shot or 2 at you. You run them down and kill them, and fatigue bomb your enemy, make them pay the price. Mm-hmm. And that's my hot take. So
okay, cool. Yeah, I agree. Definitely on the javelins. Yeah, there's a kind of a new math going on, because if you end your turn within medium of them, that's a very different situation than what it used to be. Because you can take, I know you were telling me you can, if you're in range to start with, pote, we'll activate to shoot.
Yep, on a
we'll
die.
take our free shoot.
Yep.
And you know what? I want to shoot again. I'll get a fatigue at the end of this. So you got to be careful where you end up against those guys. And then the other kind of different math is, there's kind of javelin armies that want to shoot, and then javelin armies that want to fight, but they also have javelins. So, just being able to charge and then shoot, is quite powerful. In my games, I didn't get to see much of the new stuff in action, actually. I was did some Age of Alexander. I've got my gray masses out there patrolling the fields. I was playing against some Romans in ambush.
Nice.
So the terrain and stuff didn't much come into it. I was using sarissas. I don't know. Going in, I thought they're just like javelins without the downside, but that short is quite a downside.
It is,
my friend.
It is.
So I'll have to get some more games in there. See what if I like that sarissa or not. I guess the only thing for me I thought was interesting was now before, I would, you could, if you know you're going to go in and wipe them out, sometimes you would just shoot them just to soften them up, plunk away a few models, not take so many attacks back, just make sure you kill them. But now I was finding myself like, maybe, I'm going to kill them all anyways here. Why am I shooting them? I need to leave that bubble, that casualty bubble, as big as possible here because I'm shooting myself in the foot. So kind of plinking away with the shooting to start with isn't necessarily a no-brainer or a good move. You got to factor everything in, but that's something that I found that was different.
Right. No, I agree. It's interesting, the calculations. Like, okay, I need to destroy him. Then you go in, you dish out a ton of hits. And your buddy goes, I rolled 5 saves. You're like, okay, we're going in again. We'll do this again. We'll do this again till you're gone.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But the other game I played was Age of Magic. So my first game, there's no javelins. This one didn't have any javelins in it. The bonus attack die thing didn't come into play. So it really was just the fatigue bomb. That's always going to be a factor, like you said. So, I'm enjoying my game so far. Monty, sounds like you are too. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
All right, glad to hear. Definitely, folks, post below. I think a lot of you guys have the rule book at this point, so you'll be able to go over it with a fine-tooth comb, get some games in. I mean, there are some changes, but at the end of the day, it's 98% the same old Saga we're used to. So, right. Let's move on here. The New Year's fatigue, it's coming for me, Monty. How long?
We're going to have to do a fatigue removal from you.
Can you pop Nord real quick?
Yes.
Within medium of you, I think, on the screen here. All right. I want to talk about the Patreon. So I hinted at this last time. I didn't really get into it. This will be the once per year. I'll go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. But so there's been some updates over there. And I just want to go over the tiers again and then kind of see where we're at. And then we'll move on to the paint contest. Call it a day. But I'm pretty pumped with the Patreon stuff. It's, in that first year, I didn't really know what I was doing. I feel like this is pretty dialed in. I think there's a little bit more I could do for next year, but this is it. This is what it's going to be for 2023. So at the levy level, if you join $2 a month, you get to enjoy the ad-free versions of the shows. And that's pretty cool. Monty, I think you're still a levy man. I think you. I don't know what you're doing here.
You know I love levy.
You know how powerful. Yeah, that's the secret power. If you just want to contribute a little bit every month, we've got a couple levy, and I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, Monty. The big changes are at the other levels. So the Warrior, $3 per month. The biggest thing is there's an additional patron-only Saga video each month. So that's different from before. So every month, I've done a couple already, just trying to get myself geared up. So this month, they kind of have different themes. I don't have any one set thing. Last time was kind of tournament coverage. This time, we're going to be taking a look at my hobby space, my paint desk, and all my secrets of the paint desk will be revealed, Monty. So
I like that.
That'll be the one coming out in January here. As a warrior, get early information on upcoming Saga releases. So the patrons got to see the Alexander preview episode 2 weeks early. So, when Age of Chivalry comes out, if you want to be the first to know, become a warrior. You get to vote on and discuss upcoming videos. So I do have quite a few faction reviews in the queue, and people have voted on which ones they've wanted to see first. So that's something you can do. I do have patron-only offers from time to time. So this was the Fimbulwinter Saga sticks. So if you're a patron, you were allowed to purchase some of those, a one-time deal for patrons only. The only other way to get them would be to come to the tournament. So if you're a patron, you got access to those. You get access to the Wednesday Whip Saga Paint Club on Discord. So that's where I post mostly every Wednesday. I missed the last couple for the holidays, but you get to see what I'm up to, and everybody can share their Wednesday whips and comment on all that stuff. And people know I don't really post much on Discord, but I do post on this Wednesday Whip channel. If you're a warrior, you generate 1 attack dice in melee. Although if you close ranks, you're going to have that. Monty, I'm looking at you, buddy.
That's right.
You get a thank you at the end of each monthly episode, and I do put that in the faction reviews one as well. And the last one here I'm excited about is a one-on-one video chat with me where we can chat about whatever you want, tactics, strategy. I've already done a couple of those to the prior patrons, and it's really fun. And I think it's really cool getting to know all of you. Hearthguard level, you get all that stuff. You get an annual video chat. It's like your Monty once a year. You get to sit in the one-on-one chat with me. At the Hearthguard level, you get the quarterly giveaway. So at the current level, this is a unit of Hearthguards or mercenaries. And then at the end of the year, it's going to be an army again. So we're going to be doing this next month for the army. So the first year's army giveaway is next month. And that's Yam's Viking Pagan Rus army, painted by Monty, graciously. I'm going to do that again, but it's going to be, I've decided it's going to be an army that I own currently. Nice. So if you know what armies I have, and it's between two of them. So it's going to be at least a 6-point army, and I think it might be a 7 or 8, or, I want to give you a few options. So Monty, I think whoever wins the Pagan Rus army, Monty, you said you might cut him a deal to paint up some reinforcements.
Yeah, that's easy peasy. But dude, I'm going to be upgrading I'm going to be upgrading from levy status here.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
So it's just for 2023. So every month that you are a Hearthguard, you will be entered in. So if you're just a Hearthguard for 1 month, you'll have a 1 in whatever chance. But if you're in it for every month, you'll have 12 chances to win that army. So it's going to be one of mine, and the decision wasn't taken lightly, but now I feel good about it. All right. Lifeguard level, $12 per month. You get everything I talked about previously. The deals, the value. This is also the loot tier. So Gripping Beast is stepping up again. Instead of a plastic box, they're going to be doing a 25-pound certificate to their store every quarter. So you get more freedom to pick out whatever goodie you want. So thanks to those guys. And then I reached out to some 3D printer STL creation people, because I always feel weird asking these manufacturers, because about half of the audience is in the US and about half is in the Europe, essentially. And then we got a few in Australia, New Zealand. So, if I do physical giveaways, somebody's going to be eating a giant shipping charge every 3 months. So I figured I would talk to some of the historical STL creators out there and see if we could do some kind of digital rewards, and that will cut the shipping out. And I'm happy to say two of them stepped up. So at Medbury Miniatures, they've agreed. So these guys do a lot of, well, they're very prolific. I don't know. Do you know Medbury, Monty? Have you looked at their stuff?
I think I've heard of them.
Okay, so they do a lot of kind of Lord of the Rings-ish stuff.
Okay.
And then they do quite a few historicals. So they have Normans and a lot of more medieval, kind of more getting ready for Age of Chivalry type stuff.
Yep.
So they're going to be doing a quarterly contribution here. So if you're at the lifeguard level, once every 3 months, I'm going to pick one of them, and they're going to get the loot crate here of the Gripping Beast, the Medbury Miniatures, and then the last one is the Reconquer Designs, so Caballero Miniatures. So both of those guys have pledged basically a historical unit of some kind. So I think with Medbury, it's going to be whatever the current one he has. He does a new one every month. And then with Reconquer, it'll be something. We haven't quite figured that out yet. But talking with Marco at Reconquer Designs, he's a Saga Thursday fan, so he readily agreed. And then he's also said, hey, why don't I make a special miniature for you? Whatever you want, and you could give that away too. So, Monty, I'm going to send this to you on Facebook right now, just so we can get your reaction live and see what you would think of this model here.
Okay, hopping over. And I'm going to go to chat. I love it. Oh, that is perfect.
All right, so I created a Rodge miniature, so half Rodge, half the Bard from The Witcher TV series. That's what I chose for my clothing. So he's got the version with the glasses there. He made a couple different ones.
Yep.
So Ivan, my buddy Nathaniel, I'm having him print these out for me. So we'll see if those glasses hold up on the STL, but there's some glassless versions. So it's a Bard model. So this will also be part of that loot crate giveaway, the exclusive Rodge miniature, and I might give out some physical ones at some point as well. So I love it. I think that's awesome. Monty, one of these is coming your way, buddy. I'll give you
that
one.
Is so clearly you. Like if this just showed up, I'd be like, what the what? That is so clearly you. That's perfect.
Yeah. So it's funny. Like we were talking about it, and then I was like, do I gotta get him like a 3D headshot of myself, from the different angles or whatever? But I didn't give him anything. To be fair, it's pretty easy because it's just a triangle nose with a beard and then the glasses. And at that scale, that's it's 98% of the way there.
I think so.
I'm gonna see if I can print off just a bunch of these heads so I can just kind of work them into different various projects. But yeah, Monty, one of these is yours, buddy. Thanks for all the help.
I can't breathe. Oh, okay. I'm better. Whew.
So thanks to the Medbury and Reconquer, and then also Gripping Beast for sticking with me all along. Is that everything at the lifeguard tier? Half price to my tournaments, and then the Warlord gets everything we talked about here. We do a quarterly Warlords Moot. Oh, yeah. So the lifeguards will be invited occasionally to this Warlords Moot. So there's a few of them. I'll just pick one of them every couple months. But usually the Warlords would get together once every couple months and just chit-chat. So it's a fun time. And then the Warlords get free entry into the tournaments that I run. So
Nice.
that is all of the stuff for this year. The tiers are pretty much the same. I juggled the pricing a little bit. So currently where we are is we're about $9 shy of the Saga Thursday podcast returning. So that would just be audio of the video shows. So it's not going to be a new, different show. But I'll just rip out the audio, put it on an RSS feed, and it'll feed into podcast players. It's kind of a hassle. I don't like to do it, but I will do it for the Heathen Army if it gets big enough as the people demand. So we're actually pretty close. Nice. So yeah, thanks for listening. If you want to be a patron, head on over. Links below. Check it out. We'll get some goodies out to the masses. And yeah, next month at Fimbulwinter is when we're going to do the army for this current year. Because there's it's probably like a 20% chance that somebody there actually wins it, just based off the people. And then the other thing is a lot of these patrons are like my friends, so I just want to do it live above board in front of everybody for a group. So that's the reasoning behind it. So the Army giveaway for next year will be the same thing. Fimbulwinter 2024 is when we'll give it away. But other than that, we do have just a few more goodies. Paint contest time, Monty.
Oh, yeah.
So if you are a patron, you already knew the topic of the paint contest, and you got a little leg up. But the folks at home, you can still play along. So the paint contest for this month, the winner 2023. What year are we in, Monty?
You would be correct. 2023.
2023. Where's my little banner? There we go. I got my little banner up here. It's going to be a unit from Age of Alexander. 1 point of Age of Alexander. So it could be an elephant. Could be however many chariots you're getting for a point these days.
Yep.
Hearthguard, warriors. We're not going to do a warlord. It can be a unit of mercenaries, though. So it has to be a point that you would spend for Age of Alexander. So that's going to be a specific theme for this month. We're going to go through. The deadline is going to be January 29th. So kind of a short one, 3.5 weeks. Hopefully you've already got your models ready to go. But now is the time to take your before picture. Monty, let's get those thumbs up or thumbs down.
Wait,
Boo.
Here we go.
Yeah, down. Get them up there. Raise them up so they're on the camera.
Yeah,
there
I really need to. There we go.
All right. So take your before pictures there. And then, all right, we're good. You can do fancy pictures afterwards. The rules will be below, but you're going to have to be part of the Saga Thursday Discord server to participate. And you don't have a reason to stay away from the Discord server. Up to 736 members.
Nice.
And that's crazy. That's wild. Monty, there's a Discord tournament going on.
Yes, there is.
Right now. How's that going? Did that just start?
It's awesome. We're into round 1, and I think because of the holidays, they stretched it out a little bit. I think on the 15th, we declare round 1 done. It'll be 6 games, so 5 to go. And given the time zone differences, the way it's been framed up is there's a U.S. Group, and then there's the non-U.S. group, and then the idea is at the very end, the best of U.S. versus rest of world will get a chance to throw down.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds fun. I unfortunately did not get into it. I've been busy with stuff. And then also Twilight Struggle tournament I signed up for about 3 months ago is finally starting. Like then I got my notification like that same day we were chatting about it. So I'm going to be booked. Those games, they can take quite a while, my friend.
Conquering the universe takes time.
Yeah. I'm looking forward. You're going to have to keep us informed with the results. So it sounds like right around when Fimbulwinter, it probably wraps up right before or maybe the same weekend.
Well, the spread is, we'll be probably, because it's like 2 to 3 weeks for each round. So
okay.
it'll be
that'll
more
be more
like
a Adepticon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adepticon
It's all good.
Okay.
All good.
Cool. Yeah. That sounds great. Hopefully just the start of like an annual or regular type thing there.
Right. I mean, to me, it's already a smashing success because step one, it pulled in people who weren't playing in Tabletop Simulator. I've done a demo game for a bud of mine who'd never played before, and I know other people are doing the same thing. So we've got a critical mass of people who are playing and joining, and also small shout out to Tim, aka Peaker. He did a bunch of grunge work to pull together. You know how hard it is? You get in there and you're like, which of the mods do I need?
Yeah.
So he did some compilations, put them up, and they're spectacular. It's exactly what we needed. Fabulous board, fabulous table, great models. Just it's become much easier.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, I can't wait to hear all about it, hear how it goes. Speaking of Tim, he will be on the show next week. This would be the 12th to go over the Huns faction review.
Yes.
This one's a doozy. You definitely don't want to miss out. And then the week after that, we have another battle report. So this one is against our old friend Davey. Gotta love him. And I'll be using my Chaos Dwarves, the Under-Earthers, against his Lords of the Wild. We're playing a crazy ambush scenario. So, that was a good run. The Chaos Dwarfs haven't been featured in the battle report yet, so it was good to get them out there. And got me kind of excited to do some reinforcements for Adepticon to get ready for the big show there. I'm bringing Chaos Dwarves.
Nice.
Adepticon registration should be starting soon.
Mm-hmm.
So the Saga stuff is out there. And the rules packets have been submitted. So, yeah, they got them whenever. I don't know when they're going to get posted. Yeah, it's on them. They've already been submitted.
Right. There you
go. So we'll just have to be patient. Hopefully it'll be soon. They said we're the first ones to be submitted. So
nicely done.
We're just waiting for all those slow pokes out there, Monty. All right. Well, that's it for this one. I've reached my 3 fatigues for the day. Monty's imposing, so he can get up to 4. He's still good. He's not exhausted yet. Yeah. So definitely comment about the new rules. If you're getting some games in, I'd like to hear about how everything's working for everybody out there. I know I've been having fun with the new changes.
Yep.
The armies I play really aren't that heavily affected. I don't know. I might go back to Norsgales, maybe with the javelin changes. It might be fun to switch out the heavy weapon guys for some javelin bros. That could be tasty. But
I saw that build today. It was very good.
Nice.
I don't want to say much more because there's a tournament coming up.
Okay.
So I'll keep it under wraps.
Mum's the word. After hours. You tell me when it's done. Right?
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, definitely comment below. Thanks, everybody. Good luck with the paint contest. Get them in by January 29th. Rules below. Age of Alexander. Can't wait to see what everybody does. Hopefully, it's another record-breaking turnout. I think we had 16, 17. I don't know. Do you remember what it was last time, Monty?
You're tracking for record breaking. That's, 20 something is going to be awesome. And people traveling from all over to come out for this thing. And I kind of anticipate people coming up with some interesting options because you let us bring from 2 different books.
Oh, Fimbulwinter. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay,
Well, I was talking paint contest.
I'm so sorry. Now I've hit 4 fatigues.
Yeah, you finally hit them. Yeah. Yeah, Fimbulwinter, it should be really interesting. Yeah, I have been getting questions from folks, what's going on here? So they're putting a lot of thought into what they're going to bring based off the scenarios, which is really great to hear.
Yep.
Now, the new rules, got people reconsidering, but in light of the new rules, I couldn't be happier with how I set everything up initially. So that'll be a good time. And yeah, that'll be it for this one. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Monty, thanks again. See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Saga! If you'd like to see more Saga content, consider joining the Heathen Army over on Patreon or popping on down to the Saga Thursday Discord server. Links below. Thanks, guys.